All right, here we are again on this little combine. Now, I kind of at the beginning of one of the videos, we noted that the chopper particle effects were kind of coming out of the middle of the tin work back here. So now that we've had a little experience working on the dropping of straw, now let's see if we can get the chopper particles to emanate where the chopper is versus kind of just out the tin work. So here's where the node is, and we'll return to our XML. It's 3000014.1. So in here, we see that's down here on the chopper effect. Chopper effects have three nodes, right and left, and then the center. And I believe the right and left are for chaff that kind of comes out, or some of the smoke effect, if you will, dust, what have you. And the center part, the one that we really want to move, is the chopper effect particles that come out of here. I mean, we can kind of just look at them here in this other particle file that we made. The center one we see is kind of, where it obviously comes out of the back of the machine and all those little marks on the tin work where it scatters the chopped parts, as they come out. But the left and the right, this looks a little bit more like dust and chaff to me, but it all lands kind of on the same spot. So probably the main thing we need to ensure is placed properly is this center part, so we can't see kind of where it goes up. That should be anchored up in the machine. So we'll give it another try here. Seems like there's no better way than to just import it, and we'll import the one that we did, even though it's kind of hard to see. We'll get that in here. Now we'll move the chopper part up to here, kind of like we did. Aha, so yeah, that's coming out of the machine. And well, I think what I need to do is kind of like before, there's some of this. Now the straw part is interfering a little bit, so let me get him out of here. The filling down there, maybe unloading, zip it down. So we only have the chopper effect. And I gotta say, that looks like it's in the right place. So I'm kind of curious why, if I look at the center part, maybe one could quibble it's a little bit off center, but like probably if I move the whole thing, yeah, for some reason it's moved over on the, yeah, it's just hard to tell here. It appears some of this is flat out off center, as I look at it here now, but particularly this one, and I know in game it spits out just a little bit higher, so we're gonna have to tinker maybe a little bit more. If I take that, it seems like I could move it just a fuzz over, and now we're on the x-axis, but it seems like that's a little better centered. And I probably shouldn't be able to see it there, so I'm going to move it back slightly. but it sure seems like that ought to be in the right area. So we've adjusted the chopper effect node just slightly, and it appears it should be coming out of there just fine. So I'm going to delete that out. We'll go get rid of the other pieces. We will save the new location of where we put this. I wonder if there's anything. So we look at the chopper effect. There's delay, material type. I'm just looking to see if there's any type of offset where it would be putting the particle animation at a different location than, what is intended by specifying this particular link node. And it sure doesn't appear there would be. It should come in wherever this happens to be sitting. So, well, make sure once again we've saved, and I'm going to take it in game and we'll see what happens. This time we'll need to turn the chopper on and see how it's spitting it out the back. I suppose if I truly knew what I was doing, I would just call this a tutorial, but this isn't a tutorial at all. It's it's how people try to learn how to mod, and it's just some of it's by gosh and by golly, as they say, and a little bit of luck here and there, and a little bit of deductive reasoning, and that's that. There's a puppy. Get it on our machine. Now, I don't think we need to go up the hill, so... Although, you know what? That probably helps see things better. Let me disable the straw swath, so it should spit out. Let's get her going. See what she does. Hey now, I think that's what we're after. The chopped straw texture is showing up. I suppose one could argue it should spit it further than it does, but you know what? I'm happy with that. It's entered, and it's coming out of the spot where it needs to. So I'm going to call that a win.